Welcome to our video on OpenLayers. Today, we're going to tackle a common issue that many developers face when working with this powerful mapping library cluster layer, distortion of other layers. If you've ever experienced frustrating layout problems or overlapping elements in your maps, this video is for you. Cluster layers are an excellent way to visualize large datasets on a map, but they can sometimes cause unintended consequences, such as distorting the position and appearance of the layers. In this video, we'll delve into the reasons behind this issue and provide a clear explanation of how to resolve it. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of the concepts involved and be able to tackle cluster layer distortion with confidence. So why does cluster layer distortion occur in OpenLayers? To understand this, let's break down what happens when we add a cluster layer to our map. A cluster layer is essentially a container for multiple features, which are grouped together based on their proximity to each other. This grouping is done using a clustering algorithm, which calculates the center of the cluster and creates a new feature at that location. However, this process can lead to distortion if the original features have varying sizes or shape. Imagine having a large polygon feature next to a small point feature. When these are clustered together, the resulting cluster feature might not accurately represent the original feature's positions or dimensions. To make matters worse, OpenLayers uses a rendering order that can exacerbate this issue. By default, layers are rendered in the order they were added to the map, which means that if your cluster layer is added after other layers, it may overlap and distort them. So, how do we resolve this problem? The key is to understand the rendering order of OpenLayers and use it to our advantage. One approach is to add the cluster layer before other layers, ensuring that it doesn't interfere with their positioning or appearance. Another approach is to use a custom renderer for your cluster layer, which allows you to control exactly how the features are rendered. For example, let's say we have a map with multiple layers, a tile layer, a cluster layer, and a vector layer. By adding the cluster layer before the vector layer, we can ensure that the clustered features don't distort the vector features. Alternatively, we could create a custom renderer for our cluster layer that takes into account the sizes and shapes of the original features. To summarize, cluster layer distortion in OpenLayers occurs due to the grouping of features by the clustering algorithm and the rendering order used by the library. To resolve this issue, add the cluster layer before other layers. Use a custom renderer for your cluster layer. Consider using a different clustering algorithm or adjusting its parameters. That's it for today's video on resolving cluster layer distortion in OpenLayers. We hope you now have a clear understanding of the concepts involved and can tackle this common issue with confidence. If you have any questions or would like to share your own experiences, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content on OpenLayers and mapping in general. Thanks for watching.